Since Tyler the Creator's honest interview with Maverick Carter went viral, the hip-hop scene has seen a big change. Tyler's tough talk about the genre and the music industry has started an important discussion, especially with his comments about a certain white artist a lot of people thought to be Ian. He was also sure to clarify that Ian's being white isn't the issue, as other white rappers like Mac Miller and Eminem have embraced the culture with respect and true talent. Tyler seemed to be specifically mentioning him when citing the rappers who are currently contributing to the problems in the genre. Before the dust even had a chance to settle, we heard from the man who had been at the center of all of this conversation. And trust me, this reply is not something any artist should be proud of. Tyler the Creator stirred up controversy from every corner of the rap industry recently when a clip went viral where he tells host Maverick Carter, "There's this kid right now, this white kid, regular Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane like rap music. And people are like, this shit hard," Tyler said. "It's not even like satire, it's like, I'm just joking, I'm just mocking it." But I'm like, no, you can't do that. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me, and I'm a nerd about this shit. He also said, quote, "There's so many out right now that aren't musicians that are getting treated like musicians because they make meme records. Publicly will be like, I don't give a fuck about music, I just do this shit for money," end quote. Many people online think Tyler was talking about Ian, the viral rapper who's got nods from people like Lil Yachty and is known for his unique mix of look and sound. As expected, fans are praising Tyler for speaking out against the mediocre music the industry has been pushing. However, some folks argue that Tyler the Creator might just be out of touch with today's scene and is criticizing younger artists for doing what he used to do when he was rising to fame. But the thing is, they cannot just raise allegations because Tyler was very careful not to drop a name. However, in the past few days, we have seen Bootiem, the executive vice president of Columbia Records who signed Ian, talk back to Tyler. He assumed that Tyler was talking about his client and fired back in an Instagram story that he later deleted. He said, quote, "I signed Ian and I'm from Atlanta. He sounds nothing like Gucci or Future, LOL. It's called influence," he wrote. "But I never thought I'd see the day where you become old and hate on the youth, LOL." If we're being truthful, that's what we were all expecting someone like him to say. This frustrating format of defense has been regularly deployed by this generation's rap discourse. Of course, no one wants to be tagged as an old person, but this is becoming too much. We now see a lot of well-versed people refusing to criticize any new music coming out because they are scared of people talking back at them and instead chalk up to the amorphous and apparently untouchable notion of youth culture. But that's not even the full gist. The man seemingly in the center of the diss, Ian, himself has responded. However, his response is just like a carbon copy of Drake's responses in the recent beef with Kendrick. Weak. One can say that it was cool the way he refused to send a tweet or reply personally, but the way he now did it is even more sad. He released a new song titled Shut Down, which has even in a lot of ways ruined his stand. Despite all his efforts to just turn to the mic to prove the power and merit of his music to the entire world, that he is a serious rapper who should be treated as a part of the genre's future, his song hasn't done anything to prove Tyler wrong. In fact, his latest song, unfortunately, falls short of expectation as it relies on a generic and unoriginal soundtrack that could have been produced by any rapper in this genre. The song's lackluster quality is reminiscent of a couple of Drake diss tracks earlier this year. However, because of the overwhelming backlash that Ian has received in response to this, Tyler the Creator appears to be even more validated about the whole situation now. If you observe well enough, you will find out that some of the song's lyrics seem to suggest that Ian is poised for success and that anyone criticizing him, including Tyler, is simply out of touch with the evolving music industry and rap trends. The lyrics imply that these critics are struggling to accept the changing music landscape and are attempting to hold Ian back due to their own inability to adapt. However, this track has not only tarnished Ian's reputation, but also made him appear embarrassingly out of his depth. It further substantiates Tyler's criticism of rappers who unapologetically copy existing artists and prioritize commercial success over genuine passion for the culture. Before we scrutinize Ian's work, however, it's crucial to examine the broader context and ask ourselves, what does it say about our music industry and media landscape that an artist like Ian has not only achieved success, but has also been propelled to a position of influence? It raises important questions about the values and standards that govern our music industry. Are we really prioritizing authenticity and innovation, or are we simply perpetuating a culture of copycats? Why, as someone in the music business, did he literally recreate one of the most well-known memes for the cover of his debut mixtape? As a music industry professional, it's puzzling why he would resort to rehashing an existing viral moment instead of creating something fresh and distinctive. Moreover, his reliance on reenacting other artists' viral moments, such as Lil Yachty's concert walkout, suggests a lack of genuine creativity and a focus on superficial appeal. If something like this happened in the past, it would have been shunned, as artists like that would have been sent to oblivion. Really quick, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and smash the subscribe button if you haven't before. Now let's get back to the video. To people who still aren't sure why Ian's work is getting so much heat, if you look at the hip-hop scene, you'll see this isn't just about him. Ian is catching jabs for making meme rap that's heavily backed by the industry, but he's not the first. Every time hip-hop gets big online, it sparks both excitement and criticism. However, the way people are coming for Ian seems to point to a bigger issue. The music industry has pushed Ian into the spotlight so hard that it's making fans feel uneasy, leading to the backlash. This makes you wonder how much the industry is influencing hip-hop's story and what that means for the genre's realness and creativity. The way the music industry is pushing new rappers is kind of a mess. They're promoting artists who aren't fully developed yet as if they're already the real deal. You can really see this with meme rappers like Ian and Ice Spice, who are being hyped up as the next big thing in hip-hop. The industry is trying to make them out to be stars, deserving all the praise and claiming they represent the future of the genre, but fans aren't buying it. People can tell these artists still have a lot of growing to do, and that the industry is trying too hard to sell them as the next big thing. This not only cheapens the genre, but also insults the fans' intelligence. Right now, all the music industry is doing is creating a gap between the actual quality of hip-hop and the hype around certain artists. Rappers like Ice Spice, Ian, Lil Mosey, and Sexy Red are being pushed as the future of hip-hop, but their work doesn't match the industry's big claims. This mismatch is hurting the special bond between fans and artists and weakening hip-hop's artistic value. In a perfect world, artists like that would be appreciated just for their fun and entertaining side, without being pushed as major figures in hip-hop. If they stuck to making light, catchy content, fans and critics might be on board. But when they get big nominations like Grammys or team up with top rappers in what seems like set-up collaboration, it feels off. The music industry is in trouble, and it's clear that something's not right. Tyler's comments have made this issue obvious, and people are starting to realize they've been getting mediocre content for far too long. Ian's reactions have only made the problem clearer. Now, instead of just criticizing artists like Ian, it's time to focus on the record labels and industry bosses who are behind this mess. The industry's efforts to make us blindly support and love these artists are not just obvious, but also frustrating. It's time for the public to push for better music and reject the idea that low-quality content can be passed off as great. By doing this, we can help bring back the true value of music and make sure the industry cares more about real quality and authenticity than just making a quick buck. If we start speaking up against the music industry's habit of pushing out low-quality, mass-produced content and instead support finding and promoting truly talented artists, we can make a big change in how the industry works. Investing in real artistic talent will pay off in the long run, helping genuine artists break through and build their credibility. Instead of sticking with the same old mediocre stuff, we can encourage artists to create meaningful work that connects with people and achieves real success. The music industry's tricks can no longer hide the fact that they're not really investing in real talent. Listeners are getting bored and want something real and meaningful from a genre that used to be all about creativity and self-expression. If the industry doesn't start backing real talent, hip-hop will lose its quality and credibility. After listening to this, please let me know what you think of Ian's response, and let me know what you think about my thoughts on all of this. Do you agree that it's something that has been influenced by the industry as a whole, or is Tyler just getting old? Drop down your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so you can be notified when we drop other videos.